political discussion. So whatever Mr. Donald Trump did when he visited Sharm el Sheikh, that is a town, and that is near to Sharm el Sheikh. Sharm is called Bay. So Bay of the Al Sheikh, Sharm el Sheikh, and there yesterday, not today, yesterday, uh, 13th 13th of October, Mr. Donald Trump personally he visited Sharm el Sheikh the way he had committed, and then he witnessed the release of 48, I believe, 48 Israeli from the Hamas captivity, and 2,000 Palestinian from the Israeli captivity. So I believe 300 are from the West Bank and 1,700 from the Gaza Strip. And 48, I don't know, 20 are alive and 28 are dead or something like that. Everything is released, and Donald Trump has made a historic presence in the Gaza Strip. Everything happened because of Honorable President Mr. Emmanuel Macron of France. The way he brought up the Gaza Strip issue internationally, and then kind of to the United Nations Security Council and then United Nations General Assembly. Now at the end it became like if Donald Trump does not solve the Gaza Strip problem, he would not receive Nobel Peace Award. And for Nobel Peace Award, Donald Trump he did something that it is exemplary. He must be praised for it. That the effort what he did. I believe Nobel Peace Award should be granted every month. Nobel Peace Award should not be granted once in a year. It should be granted every month. Okay. Or it should be granted to more than 20 people or something like that. So that nowhere problems should sustain in the world. The way it got resolved in a magic manner, now everyone would be thinking in that manner only. This is called pressure of Nobel Peace Award. Anyway, whatever Mr. Donald Trump did, I think he should be doing in future also. Mr. Shahbaz Sharif was found, he was seen there in Sharm el Sheikh. 20 country head were there. Primarily country head from the European Union were there, because it is European Union which always saved or always supported Israel, always. And they were always against Palestine. But it is the European Union, this time they could not tolerate the pain of children out there. This time they could not tolerate the pain of children. And it is same European Union which was pro-Israel, it became completely anti-Israel. And they supported Palestine to any extent. The way they had supported Jewish people to settle down in Palestine, same way they supported Palestine people. So if I say they had done wrong thing, then they have reverted back. Now God would help them. This is what I can say. Anyway, what is the ultimate news that we are? Anyway, Mr. Donald Trump he has praised India again, and primarily the person who is leading the India. All of a sudden, how come Donald Trump is so melted toward? He became malleable metal now. How come he became so melted toward India? Okay, when Donald Trump has melted so much toward India, the only reason is China. Donald Trump had two kind of problem now. One is called rift with China as far as trade is concerned. This is called rift with China. Rift means they are getting apart day by day. This is typically called rift with China. And then we see rift with India. There are two things. Okay, rift with India is not a trade rift the way it is looking. 50% tariff on India is not a trade rift. Rift is somewhere else. 50% tariff is end result of the rift. Actual rift is somewhere else. And actual rift. Though Donald Trump is citing that because of the Russia and this and that, we are maybe Russia may be one of the reason where India has got 50% tariff. But if I see 50% of tariff on India, then United States has imposed 27.5% tariff on Japan, if people remember. And then United States President, he invited Prime Minister of Japan at that time, Mr. Shigeru Ishiba, to come to United States, have a trade deal, because he had put 27.5% tariff on Japan. Whoever had higher tariff rate, They were invited to visit United States and to have a face-to-face trade deal, but Indian Prime Minister was not invited. If America had problem with India as far as Russia is concerned, then Indian American president he would have invited Indian Prime Minister to visit America than to have a face-to-face discussion why they are purchasing crude oil from the Russia. Rather than going that, Donald Trump reiterated that he only put India-Pakistan war to the end. Always 35 times he reiterated. And all 35 times India denied it that there was any involvement of Donald Trump. This is called personal rift. Personal rift from United States President and Indian Prime Minister. Indian Foreign Ministry, their spokesperson, they had they had categorically or they had explicitly they had said that during war with Pakistan they were in constant touch with the United States. They had mentioned this. Okay, when you were in constant touch with Donald Trump, because of your need, and Donald Trump was helping you for 48 hours, and then he brought the ceasefire, then why you are denying his involvement? If you had said that we never talked to Donald Trump during the war time, then it is understandable that how Donald Trump brought the ceasefire. But when you were in constant touch with Donald Trump, then Donald Trump is talking right that he brought the ceasefire. Now, rather than acknowledging the 48-hour constant effort of Donald Trump, how much effort he would have made to bring it to ceasefire, and then you simply rejected his effort. This is called personal rift. And Donald Trump was counting his Nobel Peace Award on ending the war between India and Pakistan one. If people see all the war Donald Trump has ended, all are long war and they were not much effort Donald Trump had put. But main war that all of a sudden it started India and Pakistan when American Vice President was in India when Pahalgam issue happened. All of a sudden war started, and then in that all of a sudden when all of a sudden war started, then Donald Trump all of a sudden he came in between on the request of India only, of course, and then he doused the war. Now, in that manner, when you don't agree upon it, means this. If you don't agree upon it, this proves that you are sidelining someone deliberately. First, you use that person. First, you use that person, and then after that, you are saying that I don't have to do anything with them. Okay, this is something that went. What do you want? Okay, okay. So this is something that went red there. Means they could not understand what's going on. Means from United States side, they could not understand what's going on. They helped India, and they expected that India would acknowledge it. Means this is a human tendency. Human tendency. If someone is asking me for help, and I provide the help, if someone is asking for the help, and I provide the help, and then he is denying that I provided it, how I would feel? How I would feel? Okay, this is called personal rift between Donald Trump and India. Personal rift, and that personal rift further it widened when Donald Trump saw India is importing crude oil. America never penalized China for importing crude oil, but America penalized India because of this person. Donald Trump needed Nobel Peace Award for his personal progress in political arena or international diplomatic arena. He needed Nobel Peace Award, but because of India only, he could not receive Nobel Peace Award. This is called personal rift, and after that, after that, he kept inviting Pakistan only. He kept inviting. Asim Munir, he was invited into United States 3 times after the of Operation Sindoor. Then Shahbaz Sharif, then Asim Malik, ISI chief, everyone was invited personally. Bangladeshi interim prime minister, he was invited personally, but never Indian Prime Minister was invited to the United States. He should have been invited for the trade deal. Like Indonesia and Vietnam, Japan, these countries were invited. But Indian Prime Minister was not invited. Donald Trump was completely confused that someone is asking you to help, intervene, and then he is not. That's why Donald Trump 35 times he reiterated that he mediated the ceasefire. This is called personal rift. And because of personal rift with Indian Prime Minister, 50% tariff he put, citing some reason here and there. European Union are purchasing more liquefied natural gas from the Russia, but they are not penalized from the United States, neither China. But India got penalized anyway. Now this is the one side. I'm talking about two sides. One side is United States and India personal rift. There is something called United States and China trade rift, economic rift, and that is widening now. China China is a communist country. It has some rules and regulations. United States is a capitalism-based country. It has another rule and regulation. United States respect any company who are coming to America or American company to protect its technology or what, because everything is for the United States only. But China is not like so. You are not business wise that much free the way any businessman is in United States. You are not that much free in China. Okay, so China, people know that China had problem with the Qualcomm. Qualcomm purchased one company from the Israel, Autotalk, and they did not reveal the technology what they got from the Autotalk, and they are using in China. And uh, China restricted the rare earth metal export into the United States. And now to threaten China that it should continue the export, America has put 100% tariff on Chinese product entering into United States from 1st of November. Not now, from 1st. This is called threatening. It has given threatening. Other things are also there. When you are forcing American company to show its technology, then America indirectly it is forcing ByteDance to show the technology of the TikTok also. But ByteDance cannot show, but Qualcomm has to show. As per the communist country and capitalist country difference is there. Anyway, now what's going on? Now United States to tackle China. Now all of a sudden Donald Trump is found talking about India in the Sharm el Sheikh. That India is a friend of ours, an Indian head who is leading the country. We are near to them, and India and Pakistan they will live nicely, closely in future. Many things he was talking. More or less he is not a pleasing Indian Prime Minister. He is neither pleasing Indian Prime Minister nor he is coming near to India. Otherwise, he would have made a trip to India also. He is very near only in Egypt. But more or less, he trying to show to Xi Jinping that India is with us. Whenever I want, I can tweak India. India is our puppet. And whenever I want, I can tweak India. And that's how he invited India on the last day only. An Indian MOS, Ministry of State in the Foreign Ministry, Mr. Kirti Vardhan Singh. He was there and he met Mr. Donald Trump. Photographs are there. Anyway, Sawaz Sharif was enjoying there. Okay, these people were pro-Palestine and they were enjoying their time. No trade deal, nothing. They were just enjoying their time. What else can we? When Pakistan always fought for the Palestinian prosperity, when they were seeing Palestinian people coming back to their home, if Pakistan was if Pakistan was from open heart, from the clean heart, it was trying to protect Palestine, then Shahbaz Sharif would be really enjoying that time. But I believe Emmanuel Macron, Mr. Keir Starmer, Honorable Prime Minister of United Kingdom, Italy Prime Minister or President, these German Chancellor, they supported Palestine to any extent. So they would be enjoying much more than Shahbaz Sharif this time. I believe so. Anyway. What's more on it? Now China has reciprocated on the 100% threat on Chinese product entry into United States. Now the seaport where ship comes from the many countries. If ship is coming from United States and they are trying their knot, means they are anchoring or they are trying their knot in the port of China, they are charging 400 yuan per ton. If any ship is carrying cargo, then every ton 400 yuan, $56 they have to pay. And they have to pay, I believe, 5 times. If ship is commuting between China and any other country and they are using Chinese port, then 5 times they tie their knot in the Chinese port in 1 year, then they have to pay 5 times. After that, I believe they don't need to pay for 1 year. Next year rate will be higher. Then again next year rate will be higher. This is a very high amount China is charging from the United States ship. If United States businessman, their merchant ship, if ship is manufactured in China, then no problem. If they have purchased Chinese ship, then no problem. Otherwise, they have to pay. Otherwise, if American merchants, they this is one thing. If American merchant they are parking their ship, then they have to pay per ton basis. If they have business relationship with other shipment company, and to more than 25% is a stake of that those shipment company that are for American company who are tying their ship with another shipment company, and those shipment companies they are coming from another country. I'm saying if there is a shipment company from United States called A, and A has business relationship with shipment company of B from Germany, and they have more than 25% investment in B, then if B ship is coming to Chinese port, then they have to also pay. Means more or less everyone has to pay who has to do something with the American merchants. Means this is a big penalty, very big penalty China has placed on the face of Mr. Donald Trump. What Donald Trump would do here, Donald Trump would understand. What Indian Prime Minister should do? That is the big question that is going on. America has no personal, Donald Trump has no personal rift with Xi Jinping, no personal rift. All rift are in trade manner, economic manner. But United States and India, they are going away in personal rift. That is a very big red line. They have lost trust into each other. Trade trust is different thing. Trade trust is you have put this tariff, I will put this tariff. Then if you come down, I will come down. But personal rift, it is very difficult to go away. You are coming to us and asking for help, and then when we provided help, awakening for 48 hours, then you are denying it. And because of you, I could not receive Nobel Peace Award that I needed it. I did not need it for myself. I needed it for my government side, my future side, whatsoever. If you had just said, yeah, that is true, then he would have received Nobel Peace Award. Just because of India, he could not receive Nobel Peace Award. This is called personal rift. Personal rift is widening now. That's why probably Indian Prime Minister he did not visit Sharm el Sheikh. He was feeling Sharm. Sharm, Sharm means shame. Okay, Sharm means shame in Sanskrit. So he would be feeling Sharm, and that's why in Arabic it is bay, bay. So that's why he would not have visited. What India can do now? Because when personal rift is widening, personal rift or rift because of the personal engagement, trust, mutual trust, personal trust. Now Donald Trump cannot believe on Indian Prime Minister, cannot believe. Then what India would do now? India has to proceed vocal for local. Indian Prime Minister sometime he is talking about vocal for local nowadays. Again, he has started again. He inaugurated 4G network of BSNL. Then he is praising, I believe, I forgot the Joro or Joho company from Chennai. He is praising them. More or less, he is praising for local, vocal for local. He has to proceed in that manner. One. Okay, if personal rift is there, then he has to go along the vocal for local only, the way he has started. And then he can start science and technology award to promote the local people, local engineers, local technologists to come up and establish more companies here and there. And slowly, India can come in the path of China. Why I am saying China? Because 2000 or 2001, China had started Chinese Nobel Award, and after that there is no look back. Everyone is dreaming to get Chinese Nobel Award, which has the same amount what Nobel Award gives, and same recognition in China, Chinese Nobel Award that they started. And after that, China has fighter jet company, China has passenger aeroplane company, China has tons of electric car company, China had tons of mobile company, only because of the initiative Chinese government took for the local people out there. India should not look back now because rift will grow only. because Donald Trump could not receive Nobel Peace Award. If he had received Nobel Peace Award, then there was no problem. Or India can out of the way, he can start supporting Donald Trump, but Donald Trump must receive Nobel Peace Award 2026. So India has to wait 1 year. 1 year. Now, in 1 year, Indian Prime Minister he can proceed further into the vocal for the local. And in 1 year, who knows, India will come to very high level. And if India comes to high level, then rather than looking at the personal rift, they can again go for the trade discussion. Leave the personal rift, not required. When India, because someone will give respect to you only when you have some inner potential. If you don't have inner potential, then he will keep talking like this. India is a dead economy. All what he is talking because of Nobel Peace Award only, because of the India Pakistan war only. Anyway, everything will go away if India comes up in internal technology. This is what, because nothing comes in hand without pain, without labor, without work. If India is going with since 1947 only, Indian government, whoever came, I'm not talking about any particular party only. There are many parties who came to the power 2 year, four, but everyone's job was same. Invite foreigners and then let them establish their company and then earn money. This is the motto of India since 1947 only. And this motto, all of a sudden, over the night, it would not go away. It needs long pain or steep pain at the beginning. And that Mr. Prime Minister of India, he has to follow through, he has to suffer through that pain. Probably in 6 months down the time or 1 year down the time, he will start seeing the actual cream or actual butter. And then doesn't matter the personal rift. Economic rift will go away and then it would bloom. This is what personally I think so.